I see. We will remain here until further notice. That was Gaius. Violence on Varro and the weapon project are no more. Seizing the opportunity, the Verlet revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Although they still suffered considerable losses, they've at last gained their freedom. And even with the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we've ever known. We might never be able to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. But there's hope for those who have survived this ordeal. Nothing can bring back the dead. The loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. In the years since, I've struggled to find a purpose, a reason to keep on living. It's the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone forever. And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here in, what was it, Ferndale in Verlet, after defeating the diamond weapon. So let's see what follows. The recent events at Verlet have had a profound impact on the lives of many, many people, but none more so than Allie. She's been in a state of shock ever since she returned. We even called in Sid to see if she can ascertain what the problem might be. You see, there is a strong possibility that the diamond weapon itself is what's caused Ali to close herself off like this. But for the time being, all we can do is wait. There's one other thing. Avelina came by looking for you earlier, so perhaps you could go and see her? Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you're none the worse for your experiences. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. Thanks to the Alamegan resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. Though they may no longer be with us, we'll never forget them. This way they'll always be a part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of the sacrifices that were made. You were always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for others. Avelina is absorbed in prayer. Now would be a good time to return to Severa. I hope all is well with Avelina. Actually, while you were speaking with her, I received word that Gaius will be here soon. So let's wait for the man. I wish to see Ali. Would you send for her? Ali. Does she even recognize me? At first we thought the weapon's influence had caused this, but it seems there's more to it than that. The chirurgeons say that it's most likely the result of intense trauma. The mind has been scarred, perhaps irrevocably. She boarded the diamond weapon with the intention of saving her brother. Little did she know that Valen had used the synthetic aura sight system to transform Alphonse into a living component of a machine. Then, when she boarded the diamond weapon, she finally learned the horrible truth. Just a moment. In each of her previous cases, pilots became fused with the weapon's core. So how was Ellie able to escape a similar fate? That's one of the many things we're still looking into. There's no need, I already know the answer. It was Alphonse who kept us safe. In the end, I was unable to save your brother. My son. All they wanted was a place to call home, where they could live in peace. But after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is their reward? No. This is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak. But absolute power corrupts absolutely, and those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. Alphonse dreamed of a land without oppressors and the oppressed, where all may live as equals. Thanks to his sacrifice, and that of his siblings, the cornerstone of such a nation may have been laid. Melisandre, Rickon, Rex, Alphonse and Ali, they risked everything to win the freedom of Verlet. And now it has come to pass. I will see that their ideals are upheld. This I swear, as their father. The long and arduous process of rebuilding Verlet is begun. In the days to follow, I shall be working alongside the new government to create a place where people like Ali and Severa would be proud to call home. For so long, all that kept me alive was hate. But the time has come to cast it aside. I'm going with you. I'll only regret it if I don't. And while nothing I can do will bring back the lands I loved, I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been given. Times change, people change, and it's just as well. We inventors would soon find ourselves out of work if everything stayed the same. If you ever need of my creations, just say the word. You know, Gaius, I could fill a book with all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years. But what would be the point? What's done is done. There's one thing, though. If anyone can get through to Ali, it's you. She looks up to you the same way I did as a boy. Don't give up on her. It's taken me a long time. Too long. But I finally found a reason to live for the present. For the future. I I would not have made it this far without my constant companions, Vadolin and Severa. In fact, I believe she has a few words to share with you. For all my life, I've been searching for a place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was always on the outside looking in. But I've realized if I can't find one, we just have to make it ourselves. That's what I learned from Gaius' children. Despite everything, they never gave up. And neither will I. For now at least, my place is at Gaius' side. I follow him and see where this journey leads. And before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. I hope we meet again one day. All this time I've been trying to convince myself that Gaius was every bit the villain I'd imagined him to be. The ruthless subjugator of nations, evil made flesh. And when many who fight under the banner of Garlemald are all that and worse, I realize now that Gaius was driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then, he has turned his back on the Empire and its hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his resolve. The day I spared his life, he was given a second chance, to set right the wrongs he had committed, to become the man his children believed him to be. I was a father once, a husband. In many ways I still am, and even though they are no longer with me, I want to be someone they would be proud of. Now I too have been given a chance to make a difference, in a land far from home. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Velvet, I'll be sure to tell the tale of their bravery and compassion. May it grant them the strength to face the struggles ahead. Pray, go in peace, my friend. Though we were brought together under strange circumstances, Vadolin, Severa and I continue to work together, at least for a foreseeable future. Well, here they are. And who might these charming young men be? They were found in the 7th Legion's headquarters, in one of a few areas that escaped unscathed following the Diamond Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was Alphonse's intention. Do not be afraid, we mean you no harm. That thing on your forehead? My name is Gaius Belzer. And like Valens von Varro, I was once a legatus of the Guardian Empire. Though I believed I was fighting for a just cause, my conquests came at a terrible cost. Pray forgive me, I do not mean to scare you. If you would lend me your ear, I have a story to tell. A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourselves, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had. And finally, victory was theirs. But it came at a terrible price. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with their sacrifice. And yet, they have entrusted the future to me, and I will stop at nothing to see their dream fulfilled. Even so, there's only so much one old soldier can achieve by himself. I would be honored to have your support in the days to come. At ease, lads. He's not as scary as he looks. And if he steps out of line, he'll have to answer to me. But we were fortunate enough to escape the destruction of a castrum. They may have been injured while fleeing. Have the chirurgeons look them over and find a place for them to stay. It seems the time has come for us to go our separate ways once more. I myself can scarce believe that we were once bitter adversaries, but my encounters with you have led me to question the very ideals I swore to uphold. What is strength? What is weakness? If those who grasp the reins of power are said to be the strong, then those who lack such power must therefore be the weak. For better or worse, however, we are far more complex creatures than that. I see now that true strength is not granted by others, but resides within us. Strength of character, of spirit, of resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off the shackles of oppression, to overcome any adversity, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. That is the strength you possess. May it never leave you. It seems that I will have to summon all the resolve I can muster if I am to keep my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent governance of Verlet is underway, and I will do all in my power to see it become everything my children dreamed of and more. For the immediate future, we shall continue to work closely with the Alamegan resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be understated. That reminds me, if you are passing by Porta Pretoria, the soldiers stationed there wish to hear your version of the events. Please, give them my regards. I hope that, when our paths cross again, I will have glad tidings to share with you. Until we meet next. Can I simply return there? I can, if I want to. Welcome back, Serenia. Congratulations on another hard-earned victory. Ever since we first heard the news, I've been dying to hear exactly how it all unfolded. So what can you tell me of this diamond weapon? By Welga's beard, even for the Empire, that must be a new low. Those poor orphans. Can only pray that the citizens of Verlet are able to enjoy the freedom that Gaius' wards gave their lives for. At the very least, we need no longer live in fear of the monstrous creations birthed by the weapon project. I shall add your account to our official report. Finally, on behalf of the Alamegan resistance, and the whole of Eorzea for that matter, allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. Father, the memory stored in the diamond weapon, give them to Ellie. What? Projections from within the synthetic aura site. These are his memories. Their memories. I don't want to live in a world without you. That's why I'm going with you. No, not yet, Ellie. Now is not your time. Father still needs you. Please take care of him. In our place. And if you're worried about Alphonse, don't be. You got us for company. I want you to see this new world for yourself. We will forever be at your side, Ellie. I'm the only one left. But I never be alone. Father. The end. Mass destruction of weapons. Alright, yeah. That was the weapons trial questline. And yeah, this the end of this episode. Until next time, when we probably play more Final Fantasy XIV. I'm Mace, and don't get lost.